So all of that stuff is going to happen.
What do you think the total crypto market cap will be by the end of year?
There's a lot of stuff happening, sort of like below the noise.
Crypto expert and founder of Binance, CZ, just made a massive price prediction on exactly where he sees Bitcoin ending the year and what happens next to get us there.
What do you think the price of Bitcoin tops at this cycle?
Oh, again, very difficult question. Somewhere between.
CZ gives a wild Bitcoin outlook and chooses his words very carefully as he articulates what he sees happening next for this nascent industry exploding with growth.
The big traditional companies doing that, BlackRock, Citadels, etc.
Because perhaps what's most interesting to me in this interview isn't necessarily the price of Bitcoin at the end of the year. Many people who really study Bitcoin are predicting Bitcoin ends the year higher. To me, what's most interesting in this CZ interview is the trends, the types of altcoins he sees blowing up next.
What part of the industry excites you the most?
I think AI is a big sector. So AI will marry blockchain. AI needs blockchain. AI is a post-blockchain technology.
And we're going to compare CZ's outlook to other crypto and macro experts' outlooks.
I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me.
I'm going to share with you the latest news as it pertains to crypto.
I want crypto. I think crypto is important because it's new. It's very popular. It's very hot.
Smash the like button. Send this video to one friend who needs to understand crypto more. Let's start here. What is CZ's current market outlook for total crypto market cap by end of year? And what price does he think Bitcoin tops out at the end of this cycle? He chooses his words very carefully in this interview, putting his reputation on the line. Listen to this.
What do you think the total crypto market cap will be by the end of year?
Oh, maybe 5 trillion.
What do you think the price of Bitcoin tops at this cycle?
Oh, again, very difficult question. Somewhere between 500K to $1 million, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about current market trends? What types of altcoins do you like? CZ runs through several big ideas and what sectors he's most excited about going forward. This is where he sees money flowing to next.
You said you're not into really meme coins as much, but what part of the industry excites you the most?
There's a lot of stuff happening, sort of like below the noise, right? So I think AI is a big sector. So AI will marry blockchain. AI needs blockchain. AI is a post-blockchain technology. So you will use blockchain natively. And blockchain can use AI a lot as well. And then the science, what we call DeSci, I think that still has a lot of long-term positive impact. Fundraising in science is difficult. The problem is science takes a long time, right? So so for the meme coin traders, like they're not interested in that. They want like return next day. But I think science long-term is going to be huge, biotech, etc. So this it's very conceivable to use crypto smart contracts to raise money for science projects and deliver them on milestone basis or on a time basis, and incentivize millions of small research labs around the world to be able to do their research. And that combined with big data, AI capabilities, I think we'll see a lot of accelerations in terms of drug discovery, understand human biology.
That's great.
So all of that stuff is going to happen, and is happening. There are other things like more obvious ones like RWAs. There's big traditional companies doing that. BlackRock, Citadels, etc. And also the ETFs are interesting because now we're bringing the traditional institution money into crypto. There's a lot of most of the money in the U.S. is institutional money.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is a little bit different, but I think we've seen the effect of that. Bitcoin's going up, and because most of the ETFs are Bitcoin based. So so I think there's a lot of going on. Yeah.
By the way, 2 more macro experts agree that crypto goes a lot higher this year. Fundstrat's Tom Lee says the stock market will recover soon and Bitcoin will lead the way.
So I think this tariff shock, while it is shocking, I think earnings will probably outperform expectations. I mean, that'd be one thing. And then I think the things that were leading us down, whether it's Tesla or the Mag 7 or Bitcoin, they've begun to recover. In fact, as you know, Bitcoin's above its April 2nd level. So Bitcoin, I think, is telling us the S&P should recover towards the 5,800 level in the near term. And that's still upside from here.
Billionaire investor and macro expert Raoul Pal says it's no mystery what happens next. Bitcoin is following the global debt cycle. We've already seen part 1 of the banana zone, but there's much more to go. Do not lose faith. Here, Raoul Pal articulates exactly what the rest of the year looks like for Bitcoin, how to play it, and then what happens going into 2026.
It's not a mystery. It is a repeat of the debt cycle. They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing each cycle. It's not to do with a halving cycle, nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase one of the banana zone, banana number one. The corrective zone, banana number two comes. Another correction, banana number three. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. Off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't fuck this up, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, don't get your wallet hacked, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of correction zone. That's going to be harder because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over. By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well. So everything's lined up for us. I think it started. So keep the faith, keep building stuff, and let's keep driving Siri forward with all of this. Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to Altcoin Daily on YouTube for daily videos keeping you informed on everything crypto. Also, if you're looking for good crypto exchanges to buy, sell, or trade crypto, check our pinned comment or in the description for crypto exchanges we like to use and how you can get thousands of dollars in bonuses. I'll tell you, it's really refreshing to see that crypto is still a big focus for Donald Trump. Stablecoin bill, then market structure bill, then Bitcoin reserve bill. He says, I want crypto. Crypto is important because if we don't do it, China's going to. It's new, it's very popular, it's very hot. Listen to this.
I want crypto. I think crypto is important because if we don't do it, China's going to. And it's new. It's very popular. It's very hot. If you look at the market, when the market went down, that stayed much stronger than other aspects of the market. But I want crypto because a lot of people, millions of people want it. I don't know if you know that Biden went after it violently, and then before the election, he changed his tune entirely. His head of the SEC, everybody changed their tune. You know why? Because there were hundreds of millions of people that are participating in crypto.
And CZ was asked about Donald Trump. CZ says he's been following the Trump presidency from the very beginning. He says he's very excited for the crypto industry with Trump as the president in America. He does give his thoughts on the tariffs and the market uncertainty happening now. It's a very interesting analysis here from one of the most successful crypto founders ever.
And then he was running for president. I was like, okay, yeah, this would be the best thing. And then he became pro crypto, and then you can see that he's really pro crypto.
Yeah.
He's not just talking about.
No,
it.
he actually is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, yeah, well, obviously this would be a good guy for our industry, and also for any sort of people who have a criminal charge, right? Unfairly, I think. And then so I was watching all of that from prison, and so I think we as an industry is very lucky that the current U.S. president is very pro crypto, and he's very smart.
How do you rate the presidency so far?
I think it's great. So number one is look, this is President Trump understands business. I think a lot of people are worried about the tariffs, etc. But I think that's just negotiation. Right, so and it's not a typical geopolitics type of negotiation. But it's a very typical business type of negotiation. In a business environment, you go up super high, you go in super high, and then you go low, you eventually land at a spot. That's very common in business. In geopolitics, you usually don't see that because it does have large impact on the industries, economies, etc. But it's actually kind of refreshing to see.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We keep you updated on a daily basis. This is a continuing story. You need to subscribe and watch regularly to get that edge over most everybody else in the crypto space. My name is Aaron. If you're interested in buying crypto or trading crypto regularly, I recommend the pinned comment, the exchange BitUnex. Get $8,000 in trading bonuses. This is where I trade. See you there.